Quantum Conversations, your portal to the inner realms. Access infinite possibilities, infinite mastery, and infinite love. Mind-expanding, heart-opening conversations with some of the greatest spiritual teachers, luminaries, and healers of today's world. Usher in new earth by living in your sacred heart. Quantum Conversations is brought to you by AcousticHealth.com, home of music from the universe, online healing retreats, and this program. Claim your free registration to daily shows at AcousticHealth.com. AcousticHealth.com, your portal to the inner realms. Our program starts shortly. Welcome to another Quantum Conversation, brought to you by AcousticHealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. And welcome, everyone. We are going to be receiving divine voice healings. These are codings from Source, as my guest today, Dawn Crystal, is back with us once again for another amazing episode. Get ready, everyone, to feel vibed out with Dawn Crystal. Welcome, Dawn. Hello.
Wow. Welcome back, and thanks for the welcome. I was going to say, I feel like I'm part of your family now, Loren. Thank you so much for always inviting me back. And, of course, I'm so excited to be here today because we're talking about some really cool stuff around weight loss, but it's a little bit different twist to the way we're going to be talking about it. And just welcome to everybody being here, okay? So everybody's taking their time out, and I'm so grateful about that. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is amazing. So, when we're talking about weight issues, it could be issues, whether it's too much or not enough, right? And so this is also behavioral patterns as well. Can you talk a little bit about what you see around issues of weight and how your sound actually helps? What is it helping with?
Well, that's a good question, and it's not cookie cutter, what you ask. I've been, obviously, Loren, doing my work for over 25 years, so of course I've worked one-on-ones with my clients over the years on a lot of different issues that are pertain to weight. So, today, pretty much today we're talking about, people who are overweight, but I can tell you I do have maybe a small percentage, Loren, that come to me of people who are underweight, okay, and they just have issues that way. But today we're mainly talking about just the aspect of us wanting to be at a certain weight, and we consider ourselves, maybe it's not always, you can get there just last, a lot of times, we get to be, we can lose some weight and it just kind of doesn't last, or we plateau or whatever. But the way we're going to be talking about today is a little bit different than just taking a potion and a pill, and like a lot of people do. I like to say that I'd like to always get to the root cause of why things are a certain way. And, of course, I've had a lot of practice, not only just my clients, but myself over the years. But today we're talking about more of the, how can I put it, the deeper part of what causes us to be a certain way, meaning that, weight in general, the way we look, the way we age, this is really important, is that, everybody's a little bit different. And, believe it or not, Loren, it really comes down to, I call it our DNA or our epigenetics of our family, okay? That's our DNA, ancestral energy. So what I've been doing is just clearing epigenetics. We're talking genetic imprints or tags, cellular memory, DNA codings, and, of course, upgrading our strands of our DNA, which is really, really deep stuff, but that's what I put into all my work, especially this program. It's about, what I usually do is I call it I use my voice. My voice is obviously from the divine creator, but in this program I'm going to be using precise frequency and vibration to clear and upgrade and dissolve any limiting bonds in your DNA that's keeping you stuck, okay? So that's really important because I have a lot of clients who, do eat perfectly, Loren. They just don't lose weight, okay? I mean, they've tried everything. They exercise and like, I have no idea. And then I have a friend who, blah, blah, likes to eat whatever she likes to, or he, whatever it is. And they just don't have a weight issue at all, okay? That's really a big frustration that I have, Loren. That's why, I've been working deeper, not just with the divine. Well, I think the DNA is important, but I also work on the unconscious mind of us as well, because it's not just only ancestral. Remember, I mentioned just a minute ago, Loren. It's not just cookie cutter. It's not just ancestral. It's a part of it, the DNA, of course, but it's also our belief systems. It's how we've been brought up. A lot of times it depends on if we've had even some trauma, okay, in this lifetime, okay? So people cope in different ways. And one of my abilities, Loren, is to go in and really kind of fine-tune people to really clearing out, really dissolving, I call it negative, or dissolving the negative epigenetic, it's a tongue twister for me, bond. And basically what I do is use my precise frequency that comes through my voice, which is from the divine creator in vibration, to dissolve all negative bonds that are causing that. Okay, so basically, it's a huge shift for people. And again, people just listen to my MP3s, and I could just say, just from my own testimonials, they get unbelievable results. So basically, what I do a lot, Loren, in all my programs, and of course this one, is clearing and neutralizing, limiting and unwanted DNA bonds. Okay, which are epigenetic, okay? So it's deep, okay? But it's things that most people don't think about. Most people think about, and I imagine we all do, even I do. It's just like, okay, you see some fat-burning solution or something, and a lot of times they'll have either some kind of exercise that you do for 90 days, or and it works somewhat, I mean, I got people who come to me, they eat such a perfect diet, and they still have cellulite in those certain areas, and they just can't get rid of it, and they're just like so frustrated, because it's like, I eat perfect. One lady's just worked with me this week, about a week ago, and she just really, tried everything, and she's got this cellulite, and it's, of course, obviously I went into it deeper with her, Loren, and asked her, is your mom, or I was picking up on her mom and even her grandmother, who had basically the same shape as she did, and she kind of looked at that, and I said, is that true? And she says, yeah. And then we went right into, again, clearing the generations and the DNA of that, because a lot of times if we're carrying our family DNA, I mean, a lot of times it could skip generations, but in her case, it was her mom, and then was her mom's mom, who pretty much had the same type of figure, okay? Now, again, this is deep, but this is something that you're not going to hear on most weight loss advertisements, okay, out there about going to clear the DNA. Most people don't even know how to do that, but of course, that's the way I work. I like to get to the root cause of problems and solve the solution, have a solution for it. So that's the way I work, Loren. And I've been on your show many times. Even though I don't mention it, today I felt it was really important to mention about the deeper part of my work, which is upgrading and clearing the DNA on all levels. And like I said, freeing your DNA from whatever's negative. So you could, basically, hey, so we can live and we can enjoy a greater, freer life, and really, co-create whatever you want to do, what you want to, what you desire, just co-create it. And of course, my work is always about clearing what doesn't serve you. So anything that's positive, because I just want to mention, there is positive epigenetics within our family. I don't touch that, okay? All right. So, Loren, I just want to let you know, I only work with the highest good, okay, for the person or a group or whatever it is, okay? So does that kind of explain it?
Thank you. Yes, it does. Perfect. We love that. And so, there's some questions coming in. And what we're going to do here is, this is almost like we are all surrogates. And you like to do this where you work with someone. So for those who are on us, who are listening to our podcast, you can join us by phone or by webcast. And you can hit *2, and that'll raise your hand. That will allow you to interface with Dawn, because this is what we find as well, is that when you're working with someone, we're feeling that sound within our own self as well. And so although you're focusing on the target, the person who you're dealing with, it's amazing that that is where it does affect all of us. So until we get some callers here, do you want to do something for all of us before then, or mention anything else?
Yeah. I could do a little bit of group bringing in our light, because you know what I do find, Loren, this could be like a group process. And I was going to say is we, you know, a lot of clients that come to me too, and you know, everybody has a circumstance, okay? It's not only the DNA, okay? I just want to let you know, when it comes to weight loss, it's not just cookie cutter, okay? I always want to mention that. So sometimes, you know, Loren, unfortunately, we may have a health issue, okay? That is a big one, okay? Some people just have surgeries or have health issues that happen in their life, okay? So, you know, I've had things happen to me too where I wasn't able to work out for a while, okay? I mean, it's just the way it is. And, you know, sometimes we don't really get to do that, so our body doesn't really burn the way we want it to burn. So what happens is I find, you know, people who do have a crisis or sometimes have surgery or something, that's just life, you know. But our body tends to sometimes get stagnation in our body, or I call it stagnation or blockage in the system. So what I could do is bring in some light to kind of unearth some of the stagnations. A lot of times it's in our organ systems or whatever it is. It can be a lot of times in our solar plexus. And so what I could do is bring in some light just in the group process of really bringing in, and of course unearthing. This is another important thing. A lot of times we can sometimes have trapped emotions, which also can stagnate our energy. So I could bring it in and just kind of do a little bit of grounding, but also bringing in energy, and we can kind of focus on the solar plexus area today, Loren, to bring in the light and high vibration to kind of unearth within each one of us, because this is universal energy, everything that's ready to be released, because we're about, 1 month out of, almost at the end of the year here, we're about a month away. So this will be good. This is actually a great call, and this will be a cleansing call for people. And this will kind of get your energy flowing forward, everybody. So this way you can start manifesting what you want for the next year, which is right around the corner. It's only a month away. So does that sound good, Loren?
Yes, sirree. Yes, ma'am-a-ree.
I love it. I just love being here with you. You're so angelic. I just love you, Loren. Okay. All right, everybody. So if we're going to do it, let's do it. Okay. So I just want everybody to stay seated right now while we're doing this. And the reason why I want you to stay seated, everybody, I don't want you driving. If you are driving a car, please pull over or listen to the replay later, as all energies always are active on the replay. So you don't have to worry about if you can't participate now. I want you to be safe and responsible, and I don't want you to get into an altered state, okay? That's the main thing. We're all adults, so we can all make our own decisions, okay, to be for our highest good. Okay, so for the people who are going to participate now or later, doesn't matter, go ahead and put your focus at the top. Now, Loren, this is what I've been noticing daily, and I didn't mention that a minute ago, that I'm going to clear this on everybody, so you want to mention this later, that's fine. Everybody that's been walking around right now has been feeling the COVID thing, okay? I'm sorry to say it's floating around, okay? Everywhere, right? So I've obviously have the ability to clear this heavy energy that's stuck in everybody's kind of upper chakras, called I call it the COVID morphic field, okay? The COVID morphic field. So I'm going to go ahead and clear everybody's COVID morphic field today as well. This will really boost you, because a lot of times a lot of people are walking around with this cloud around their head, and it's really creating a lot of confusion, or just having us be forgetful and not really having us be as motivated as we normally are. So that's what we're going to clear first. Now, I am going to make a loud sound, so I'm sorry. That's how I move energy with my voice. If it's, you know, you can always turn down your volume if you want, but it's just how I move energy as well with my voice. So let's go ahead and start just doing an upper chakra clearing, of course, at the top of our head, everybody. And I will be making a loud sound here. I'll give you a heads up, because that's going to clear the COVID morphic field that we need to clear right now. So let's do that right now, everybody, to the best of your ability. Go ahead, look at the top of your head while I make some sound, clearing, and everything is releasing into the light of the divine creator above your head. So let's just imagine that. Just imagine that to the best you can. Let's do it right now. Let's begin. make a loud sound, clearing everybody's COVID morphic field right now. Just let it release with this quick sound. There it goes. Okay, don't be, just take a breath right now. Let it release. All this heavy energy, let it go. Oh, beautiful. Let's take a deep belly breath, everybody. Deep, nice and easy into the belly, nothing forced. Just take a nice deep belly breath. And I want you to just release it on the out breath, easy and effortless. Just let it go. Okay, so there's a lot of energy leaving here, so just let it go. Okay, so I want to open the heart today. We always want to keep our heart chakra open to give and receive love, keep us healthy. So let's go into our heart and just imagine in your heart something you love. Put your family, your child, your pet, the world, the planet, whatever it is that you want to put in your heart to send loving, healing vibration to the world or your family or whoever it is, yourself. Okay, so let's do that right now. We're going to do a little heart activation, and we're going to go right into the belly after this. So let's do that right now. Let's receive. Okay, great. Let's take a deep breath, everybody, as that energy is now opening, expanding your heart, clearing any heart walls. If you got any heart walls there, they're going to just release right now into the light above your head. Easy and effortless, okay? Everything's easy and effortless. Okay, so I want to go into the belly. So just put everybody, there's many chakras in our tummy. So there's minor and major chakras. It doesn't matter. I'm going to cover all of them. So I want you to put your attention right by your belly button. And I'm going to make some different sounds now. These are going to be a little deeper. I'm going to be unearthing. I call it the heavy soot, the heavy stagnation, whatever this energy that might be in your stomach area, you may know or not. Some people have digestion problems or, in that respect. So this could kind of release a lot of that for you. So just imagine that everything, even though we're going to still have everything, you're going to breathe into the belly and still going to go into the light, okay, above your head for right now. We're not grounding yet. So let's go ahead and do that right now. We're going to unearth everything in the belly that's ready to be released at the end of this year, so you can start new for the new year, starting in about a month from now. Okay, so let's do that right now, everybody, and receive. Okay, let's take a nice deep belly breath, everybody. Easy and effortlessly, right into the belly, deep and easy. And just release it on the out breath, easy and effortless. Just let it go. Beautiful. Okay, so I want to always ground everybody in case you are in a place you might be a little dizzy or something, maybe. It depends how sensitive you are. I want you to imagine the light of who you are, the divineness, you're the divine personal, I call it your personal power. It's going to be coming in through really strong through your crown chakra, and it's going to be filling you up from the inside out, from your head, trickling down your beautiful divine body inside and out of this divine light that you are, going from the inside, all the way from your chest, your face, your head, chest, all the way through your back, your tummy, down your hips, your legs, down your feet, of course, grounding to this beautiful, loving planet that we live on called Earth. And we're going to imagine this cocoon of light around you, being like this beautiful cocoon around your aura, clearing your aura of all debris and anything that you picked up for others or the world that's not serving your highest good is now going to go down your grounding cord as well at the same time, down to the beautiful, loving planet that we live on. Okay? And imagine it going to the core of the Earth. All right, let's kind of just imagine that happening to the best of your ability. If you're not really visual, don't worry. Just trust in the higher power here working with you. And just know that that's happening for your highest good. And let's begin the last process right now. Let's begin. Oh, so beautiful. Let's take another deep belly breath in between these activations. Let's take it nice and easy into the belly, everybody. And release it out. Just let it go. Easy and effortless. Just let it go. Okay, so I just want to mention, before we are going to conclude it, but I just want to mention the energy does continue, everybody, beyond this short little span that we spent together right now doing this energy activation and clearing. So just know that the rest of the day, just drink some extra water, because there's a good chance your body might be doing some really deep detox for the next few days. And if it is, that's great, because you were ready to release it today. And I just brought in the frequency to serve you. So anyway, with all that said, Loren, that concludes my group process, and thank you for always allowing me to share.
Oh, thank you so much, Dawn. We could totally feel in the crown there, really amazing. And what I find fascinating is that this sounded different. You literally, and we've done a lot with you, and this is just some different frequency. So we would love to hear what others have felt and experienced with this activation on a group level. Now we're going to go into a personal level with a surrogate that works for all of us. So let's go to our first caller. This looks like Angela. Angela is in Berlin. Hello, Angela.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening for you.
Yes. Thank you. So we're working on weight, and for me, my weight doesn't change much if I work out a bunch. I have really, I don't really have weight issues per se, but I do always have a belly, and I have cellulite on my thighs and my butt, and my mother has it too. And when you started talking about that, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I happened to get on the call, so I thought I'd just see what you see.
Yeah. Hi, Angela. Welcome to the call. This is Dawn Crystal. I'm always high in life over here. But I wanted to say, have we talked before?
Once before, yes, but I've listened to you on Loren's show a few times.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you so much. So basically, if you don't mind, can I look at your energy for a minute, just to kind of see what's going on? So when I'm picking up and it's just your mom, it's actually going back like 6 generations on your mom's side. It's just the way, it's just your genetics, okay? I could do a little clearing with you on the phone, give you a little taste of my DNA. Now I don't know if it'll happen, it'll work with you. So we'll see what happens, because for you, I can see you're not really overweight. Actually, you eat pretty healthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just kind of there. I mean, you're not overweight. It's just we have just little areas where it bothers you, right? I mean, I would look at you and think you look great, but we all have a certain image that we want, and it's kind of frustrating when it's like you who do eat healthy. And do you have any kids or anything?
No.
Okay, because what I'll do is I could do a little DNA clearing for you. I'm not allowed to clear your ancestors, just so you know. I can only clear you and your future generations. Because your ancestors are, they have to give me permission, which they're not here, right?
Right. Can I ask?
Now, I just want to. Go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
So with this sort of thing going back 6 generations in my mother's line, and again, yeah, you're right. I don't have weight issues, and these things, they're not a problem. I can live with them. But I'm just curious, like, how, if you know much about how these things imprint on our DNA, or why, for example, a woman would create this type of cellulite in this particular area of her body.
It's hard to say. I don't have the exact answer, okay? That's one thing I don't know exactly. I just know how I can clear it, okay? But that is one of my gifts, because you're not going to get this from taking any weight loss product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do know it's in the DNA. I'm a soul reader, so I get it also from your higher self. That's how I get information. I'm just the middleman to the divine creator. So I'm actually figuring, 6 generations. I'm actually picking up from your soul. I don't know if this has anything, but your soul saying something about deprivation. Back then, that could have been just, seasonal type of thing. I don't know. All I can say is it's happened. So I know in our ancestor line, a lot of times people back then didn't have food during every season, so we used to pack it on, just naturally. It's like your body just kind of preserves the fat, during the seasons. And I know it's in a weird place, but it happens because it happens to a lot of people I work with in different ways, okay? Maybe not the exact same way as you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so a lot of it has to do with back then, because we're in such abundance now where we have food every season. But think about our ancestors. I mean, a lot of them. I mean, a lot of ancestors lived on the prairie somewhere, and they just farmed in seasonally, and they just tried to stock up as much as they could during the winter months, and they didn't have a whole lot of food to the next season. Spring, so a lot of people were, kind of almost starving. So their bodies back then would just hold on, pack on the fat. So that's just part of it, So let's just go a little bit into the DNA clearing if you want to right now. This will be a mini session for me. Okay, I just do a little bit of mini session. Of course, how's your energy level in general?
Yesterday, I had like an insane amount of energy.
Okay.
It's neutral. I wouldn't say I have like a lot of energy. Yesterday was rare.
Okay, just like nervous energy going through you, kind of?
Right now, yes. Lots of stress today.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I'd like to kind of distress you at the same time, okay? Because it's not just you. I think I did just a clearing on the COVID morphic field. You're sensitive, so you are picking up on that, okay? It's just energy that's floating around the planet, okay? And since, has anybody ever called you an empath? Because you're one that kind of feels other people's energy. You might not be aware of it.
I'm slowly becoming more aware of it.
You are picking up on people's stuff. So I don't know how big of a family, if you're married, if you have, around other people you work with that are just whoever's in your life that might be having a hard time. Unconsciously, you pick up on it. And so what I'll do is I'll do a little clearing on you right now to kind of remove this flow or this energy that's on you that's not serving you, okay?
That makes sense. I just want to acknowledge you. I work freelance, and I don't work with the same people every day, but today I work with people who seem very stressed out, and it's floating
around in the air. And then you got everybody's picking up on this, the world. I mean, it's affecting everybody right now, this COVID thing. So, that's why I did a clearing just in the beginning, because a lot of people are just walking around with this heavy layer right at the top of their head. So, I'll just do a little more clearing on you, and then I'll go into clearing some of your generational energy. I don't know how much I can do in 2 minutes, but at least I can get things moving for you, okay? That's realistic for me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so just imagine the divine creator. whatever your word for the creator is. I call it God, but you can call it source, whatever it is, God source. I just want you to imagine it above your head, and then everything is going to be releasing as I make sound into the light above your head. So can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. And normally do you feel energy work when people work with you? Just curious.
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, if you don't, just trust the process, okay?
So far, I have felt everything you've done.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's just everybody's different. So if you don't feel it, 'cause there's people probably who don't feel it, just know and trust that it's happening, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and do some sound right now, clearing right in the light above your head, and just breathe easy and let it go, Angela. And let's begin right now. I'm going to make one loud sound, Angela, because you have a heavy energy. Just let this go, even though I made the sound already. Just let this go. Let me see if you could feel this release. I just did. Okay. Did you feel something kind of go zoop?
Yeah, it was like stuck at my neck, and then it...
Well, I know. Yeah, I saw it. Well, it's just, Angela, I just hate to say it. Everybody's kind of going through this weird time right now. So you're doing the best you can. So let's just kind of clear it out while we're together. Okay, bring the energy up from your stomach up. Clearing your neck and shoulders that are tight. Probably can feel that in your neck, in your shoulders, right? Releasing that energy now. Going into your ancestral line, only affecting you, Angela, for your highest good, of course, and your future generations, clearing that out. Whatever's affecting you to have these certain areas of cellulite or whatever you call it in your body that's not, it's just, like you said, you don't really want it there. Making you more balanced. Proportional. And this is for anybody who tunes into this as well. Even though I'm doing 6 generations, it still clears somebody. You might feel a lot of energy moving right now. Are you aware of that? Because I'm going deep?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I'm going deep. So just stay with me for a minute. Okay, that's what your soul's allowing me to clear. I'm going to cut that off so it doesn't affect you anymore. Let's bring your energy down to your feet. Grounding your center, your light to your center of Mother Earth, your feet. Oh, beautiful, Angela. You received that so well. Take a deep breath and tell me how your body's starting to feel, because there's a lot happening.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded.
Is it coming down to your feet now?
Yeah.
It should be grounding right now. That's why I always tell people to stay seated. Is it getting better now?
Yeah, I sat down and it got better.
Yeah, it's just you got to sit down. Yeah, like I always try to tell people, you got to sit down when I'm doing energy work with you, because we got to keep you grounded, okay? Because I'm working so beyond the mind and so beyond this dimension that our body. It takes time for our mind to catch up to what's really happening here, and our mind is always trying to figure out anyway. And I always joke and say your mind just can't figure out this divine. But I went in and cleared a lot, so you probably feel a little bit more distressed because I cleared that really heavy energy off you, and I cleared your shoulders. Can you feel a lightness getting lighter on your shoulder area? Because I did a lot of work there as well.
I feel it kind of like, it feels like clouds lifting.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful way to explain it. And then I went into your solar plexus and cleared out about 6, I went in and cleared as much as I could clear in 2 minutes, but I did get the energy moving on your generational clearing. So you feel a little bit lighter maybe in the tummy?
I do, yeah. My lower back is also in a lot of pain, and it seems to be lightening up.
It is, yeah. Well, I did a lot of work there. And then I also brought your energy down to your feet. So it wasn't so grounded before, but you are now. So, again, as I just mentioned, it's going to keep working with you. You know, even though I just did a sampling of my work, this is deep work. So, you know, you just kind of get a benefit of being on the call. It's like a free mini healing. So I'm just glad I was able to share and get some things moving for you. So hopefully you'll be on a future call and let us know how you're doing. You know?
All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Yes, good
Thanks,
evening,
Angela.
Thank you.
Lauren.
All right, very
You too.
cool. Yeah, coolness. All right. Again, you are listening to Dawn Crystal, a voice sound healer, using her extraordinary talent assisting all of us. We are taking callers. You can join by the web call on our platform, or you can join by the telephone, and that will allow you to raise your hand. Again, Dawn, it's always so interesting to watch your intuitive abilities. And in just a few short minutes, it's just so fast in the shift that it does for people. So,
yeah, I have
again,
to agree. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so beyond my mind, but it's funny how I've learned to work with it where I know what I'm doing, but when I'm doing it, I just know what I'm doing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And of course, I can explain it later, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, good. So we're going to go to Indiana, a cell phone caller, area code 812. Hi, caller. You are unmuted. Tell us your name, please.
Hi, this is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi. My first
So
time
what's your question
on your
for
show.
Dawn?
So.
Yay, thank you. Welcome.
Yeah. My question is, you know, in the last, I'd say 5 years or so, I've put on weight, extra weight that I just can't seem to get rid of no matter what. And it's so frustrating. It's around the belly and upper thighs, and so and just my whole legs really. So
how long has it been like that? I was just curious. Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking.
Yeah, I think it started like maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, and I'm actually picking this up from your great grandmother. So I don't know if your mom had some of this, but you definitely have it in your ancestral line. So are you aware of that?
Did you say great grandmother or grandmother?
Grandmother. Well, it might be your grandmother. I don't know, but it started from your. I don't know if it's something with your great grandmother. So that's a couple generations back.
Okay.
So I don't know. Are you familiar with your family? Maybe your mom or your grandmother were shaped, or you know, usually we can kind of see.
My mother was. She's probably a similar shape to mine. My grandmother was a fairly tiny woman.
Well, I've kind of figured. I'm feeling like 2 or 3 generations right now, but I'm willing to get things moving for you. Are you normally a person who does exercise or not really able to, or what's your situation?
I do. Yes, I
do.
I do something probably 30 minutes per day.
Oh, well, you're lucky. Okay, well, you're very okay. So at least you try, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And are you married or do you have kids?
Yes, both.
Oh, you said yeah? Okay,
yes,
so
married and have kids.
Okay, so there's a little bit of issue with you going on with your how's your energy level?
Not good. Kind of low.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I just want to be truthful because I say it as it is, okay? So I speak truth, okay? That's the way God wired me, okay? But I just want to mention, Cindy, you do have a lot of people who like to drain your energy. Are you aware of that?
No.
You have like an energy cord or tube in your belly that I'd like to kind of clear. It's not serving you because what it's doing, I want to be truthful, what it's doing is it's kind of slowing down your metabolism. So are you aware of that?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, I see it. Okay.
That's really interesting.
Well, it happens to some people. You know, you're I call you middle-aged soul, and you just are like the teacher. Pretty much everybody around you in your life, you're kind of like the way shower. You know, you're just kind of people kind of follow you on a spiritual level. Are you aware of that? I call you a little more involved spiritually.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Okay. Well, would you like to clear some of the neediness or the cords off you that really don't belong there? and I call them unhealthy cords. So you could start feeling better, and we'll get things boosting for you, because you said it's kind of like your excess weight is in your belly, right?
Yes.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
I'm not either now.
Yeah, and your soul mentions that. So this is not to get too personal, but I just wanted to mention, did you ever have any abortions or miscarriages in this lifetime?
No, I haven't.
Okay, good. Okay, so only what I'm seeing, there's some residue in your stomach that's kind of stagnating.
I had several C-sections. I don't know.
No wonder. Okay, well, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, all right, I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I see the energy. So do you mind if I start clearing that out so you can start metabolizing your food quicker?
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so let's, I get in deep with people. I always say we all want the root cause. We don't want to sit here and take a pill, right? If it's not going to work.
Right.
We got to do it. We got to do it the real way. So we're doing it the energy way. That actually, the energy is always first, and the body always follows second, regardless if it's what we want or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put light above your head. I'm going to start clearing you. So can you stay seated as I'm doing that? And you might feel some. I don't know how sensitive you are to energy work, but I'm going to go ahead and start clearing some of this heavy energy in the cords. I call it the feeding tube out of your belly. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, just imagine everything going into God's light above your head or source. Whatever your work for the Creator is perfectly fine. So you ready? Let's begin. And you're another one with heavy energy. I'm going to make a loud sound here in a minute. Imagine how this heavy energy is lifting with this quick sound. There it goes. Did you feel that lift off you when I did that? Yeah, isn't it crazy? It's almost like we have this lid. I mean, I'll kind of explain. It's like we have this lid at the top of our head, and it's really, it's just like the Covic morphic field, I call it. But it's just heavier now, so I'm just going to release that right now. That's going to make you feel so much better. So let me keep clearing you. There it goes. I'm going to cut these cords off your belly right now. So I want to see if you can feel this release as I make this sound, okay? You ready? This is called the feeding tube is leaving. Well, let's let the feeding tube go to God. If they want energy, they'll go right to the divine creator. Let it go. You're not responsible for anybody, just yourself. Can you feel that releasing right now? Yeah, just let it go. This is huge for you because this is slowing down your metabolism, my dear. So we're letting that go. Let's kind of bring in more energy there in your lower chakras, in your belly. There it goes. Speeding up your metabolism. There it goes. I'm going to bring your nice personal power of who you are to your feet, so you might stand taller, feel stronger. Let's go ahead and do that now. Look at your feet if you want. Oh, beautiful. Take a deep breath, and how are you starting to feel, Cindy?
I feel like I can feel myself again.
Yeah.
My own energy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there was a lot that I cleared. Not only this heavy energy that was stuck at your head. Don't you feel like you could see clearer through your eyes right now? There's like a clear vision.
I forgot to mention I was having eye trouble as well, and that is it's phenomenal. Wow.
Don't you feel like it's kind of shifted something and you can see clearer?
Yes. Yes.
And then I went into the belly.
Amazing.
Oh, I know. Well, you're just getting a mini sampling of my work. And then I went into your belly, and I disconnected that huge feeding tube. So it's your husband, just let you know, he's a child. Your husband is like your child. Is that true? And I'm saying it humorously.
Well, yeah, I guess kind of. He's kind of he might act burly, but he's definitely a child to you, so he's kind of the needy one. So I just connected the unhealthy cord, not the healthy one, and I cleared out a lot there and moved some stagnated energy that you had around your where you had the surgeries, okay? Because there was some scar tissue. So I moved some of that out. Can you feel that there's a little bit lightness in those areas that were maybe not so light before? Because there's a lot of energy that I moved out. Well, I'm just noticing my hips are wanting to rock back and forth. Like,
I love
feel
it.
Much more fluid.
Well, great. And then can you feel any energy to your feet right now, or anything tingly?
Kind of heavy, I guess.
Okay. Well, heavy is okay.
Tingly.
Yeah, it's kind of like I call it grounding. Okay, you might not have been so grounded. A lot of people are not always in their bodies or totally grounded to their feet. It's just important to be there. It just, it really helps you to really stay really strong, okay, in your body. You're not so easily swayed with everybody else's emotions around you, so you become your own, your own power. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's what I did for you. So we did a lot of work in a couple minutes, and I got things moving for you. And this is just a sampling of my work, so you could see how I work. I just go deep because really a lot of times, a lot of our problems that we have aren't really from always just our generation, With yours it is a little bit from your ancestral line, but a lot has to do, what I'm looking at right now when I'm being shown from your higher self, what your soul's telling me, it has to do with just your immediate surroundings of you really creating more healthier, stronger boundaries with people.
Okay.
Because it's slowing you down. You're tired all the time,
Yes.
And I just really revved up your metabolism for you. So how's that? I've got to say thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you. Thanks, Cindy.
You too.
You too. Hi, Loren. Hello. Stay on the line, everybody. Hello. Hello. I think we lost Loren here for a minute here. Hi, Loren. Hello. Hi.
Well, hello.
I was like, I know Loren's here somewhere, so I told everybody, hang on the line for a minute.
Yeah, no, I could. You know what? This is so interesting. Talk about upgrades of 2020. I'm about ready to ditch this whole system right here because I don't think it can keep up with the energies that we're offering on this platform. So thank you as I dialed in on the good old telephone.
Well, don't worry. We're all here. Yeah, I did.
Yes,
I just let everybody know. I stayed on.
I thank you. I could hear you, and I could hear you all, and it was like I'm going, hello. But anyway, we adapt. This is where we adapt. And, I love what I was saying when I thought I was unmuted is that isn't it interesting when we're here and we're talking about weight issues. Dawn, what would you say about belief systems, even societal belief systems? It seems like that is something, too, that we're a little harsh on ourselves with.
Well, it is true that belief systems do play a major role, obviously, in a lot in the way we feel about ourselves, but obviously belief systems also can create a lot of stress in our life, too. And like you said, not us really being accepting of ourselves, okay? Because I know how the divine universe works, and a lot of times what we're resisting persists, if you know what I'm saying, Loren?
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, I try to do is kind of bring people to more of a level of neutrality, of acceptance. I'm not saying you don't want to change or we can change ourselves, but I try to clear the friction. Because the friction is sometimes, I'm not saying always, because remember, if I mentioned this in the beginning, this call is not going to be cookie cutter for everybody, because everybody's situation when it comes to weight, our weight maintenance or weight loss is always different. I mean, but the good thing is I could bring frequency in for a whole group and do pretty much clear everybody with the Divine Creator's energy. So that's what we're doing here today. But that's part of it, Loren. Yeah, the belief systems are a big part, especially in society, but it also, like I said, I mean, even with myself growing up as a child, I can give you an example. Unfortunately, my mom had a lot of behavioral issues growing up, okay? I did not grow up with an easy family life, okay? So my mom used to just eat away her worries. So I could tell you I never missed a sandwich as a child, if you know what I'm saying, because my mom, that's all she used to do is hoard, okay? But I watched that, and I know that obviously that was her way of coping. So, I mean, luckily I didn't get into that way of being, but I do know that there's other siblings that were in my family that did, okay? That were overweight, okay? Not everybody. But, so that's part of it. I just think that there's just different situations, and it's just the way that you're brought up, I mean, I had a client just recently who used to, she's not doing that now. We've kind of cleared it, but she was overeating. Like this girl was, you look at her, she was very skinny, but she would hoard 5 plates of food at a time. And of course, she would purge it, and that was really sad. So I had to work in there deeper with her and find out what the cause was. And a lot of it had to do with the way her mom treated her, and her not getting the love that she needed as a child. Okay, she did that for attention. Yeah. It was really deep, but I had to go in and basically clear that with her in our session, because I did a personal session with her, as a matter of fact. So again, that's why it took me a while to come out with this program that we're going to be talking here in a few minutes, because I wanted to be very effective, okay? But I wanted to serve everybody, okay? And that's why I'm bringing in precise frequency, especially in the program we'll be talking about with the MP3s. So, that's part of it for sure, Loren. I have to agree with you. It's a big part of it, actually.
It is a big part of it, and it does go deeper, where sometimes this extra weight is that we're hiding, right? Yeah. Especially around the belly area, that maybe we're hiding something. So that's really very interesting. So this is a great time right now, before we take more callers, to talk about your program. These are MP3s that people download and work with. And these are frequencies for everyone. So let's take a moment and talk about those and what's included in your program.
Well, there's a lot here, so I always try to give more. More is more with me. So I have a nice bonus I'll be talking about, which I'm really excited to in a few minutes here, because this is that time of year where, this is the holidays, right? So people do tend to splurge a little bit more, and, hey, I'd like to do that myself. Okay, that's just me. But these frequencies that are in each of these MP3s will go in and start clearing out whatever you're at, okay? So the nice thing is how I program all my work is it works with everybody. It's all divine frequencies from the Creator, so it knows where to go with you, knows how to work with you individually. Even though these are universal frequencies, it works with everybody, because we're all from one Creator, okay? One light, one Creator. So I'm just going to go and explain a bit about each one that's here. And Package A and Package B will be addressed with all these MP3s. And, of course, I'm going to mention a really cool bonus MP3 that I'm throwing in for free. And then I'll be offering a personal session on the next Package B. So that'll be for the people who really want to go deeper with me. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. It's just called Get Skinny Fast. I like to call it perfect weight, everybody, because not everybody's overweight, okay? I do have clients that are really underweight trying to gain weight. I'm not saying that's a lot, but it does happen. So I want to address in this program for everybody, not just overweight, but underweight. So I want to call it perfect weight. Get skinny fast, perfect weight. And this is for people who want to end the plateau. Okay, this is going to help with the frequencies that are here. And my MP3s are not long, everybody, so you can listen to these really, once a day. Not all of them. I just want to mention more of my work's not better. So just pick an MP3 or two out of the bunch every day and start listening to it. You can listen to it for a while until you start feeling some shifts, but you can jump around and listen to different MP3s every day and always spacing them out at least six hours apart or more, okay? No, nothing under 6 hours, because we want the energies of your physical body to be able to integrate what you're listening to, okay? And please listen to, if you can have headphones or earbuds, I highly recommend it in any of my work that I do. So let's get into, also want to mention other key points about the Get Skinny Fast. It'll help with binge eating, stress eating, emotional eating, which is really important, clearing unhealthy food choices, because a lot of times we just kind of grab things, and we could probably make better choices throughout our day. Clearing out any family DNA genetics, which I was just talking about that in the beginning of the call, belief systems that we were just talking about, Loren. Keeping you motivated, not getting, on the journey. We all have moments where we just kind of fall off a little bit, just kind of lose that motivation. And really clearing your unconscious mind. I'm also addressing the thyroid gland, because a lot of times our thyroid gland could be a little bit sluggish or whatever. So I'll just kind of do a basic rebalancing of the thyroid in some ways, because everybody's thyroid is a little different. It's for your highest good, of course. And clearing any past lifetimes that are addressing your issues, okay? And they could be your past lifetimes or passed down from your ancestors. So whatever the case is, that's addressed just with the one MP3. So let's keep moving on then. Item 2 is clearing stagnated energy out of the body. I just did that with one of the callers. Very important, because that has a lot to do with how your body metabolizes, everybody, okay? And a lot of times stagnated energy could be just, from others, or it could be from, like I said, I worked with a couple of one caller with just having a little bit of stagnation from the surgery. So it's going to help you really ground your personal power to your body. I just did that with the callers. Clearing out any low vibrations out of your body. So whatever that may be for you, could be entities, I don't know, but we're going to address it. We don't need to get into that. It's just low vibrations of anything that doesn't serve you. Bringing in high vibrational source energy to rev up your system completely. And clearing out everything from your past, slowing down your metabolism, okay? So you may not know what it is, but you just trust to know that these frequencies do know where to go, because it's, it's from the divine creator. And clearing your unconscious mind, of course, okay? That's part of it. So, again, this all goes into your family DNA as well. So I might not have noticed that, but this is also clearing the DNA, upgrading the DNA, your epigenetics, okay? So anyway, let's go into the next one. Item 3, cravings control clearing. Clearing the unconscious mind, clearing self-sabotage, clearing unhealthy belief systems, because that really does have a lot to do with cravings, regardless of where they come from, yours or somebody else's, or someone you're passed down from your ancestral line. Downloading and upgrading your brain for a happier, healthier body, which is awesome. Clearing, again, your family DNA genetics and belief systems, and clearing any past lives, okay, that are affecting you. You don't need to even know what they are. That's the beautiful part about what we're doing here. Now, this is a good one. Item 4 is clearing self-sabotage. We can self-sabotage ourselves and sometimes not even know we're doing it. That's called our human side of our being, sometimes a little bit in fear of change. Is comfortable being a certain way for some reason. It could be trauma related, who knows. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and clear the unconscious mind, because a lot of times it has to do with the unconscious, okay? We're going to align your body with your spirit, okay? Your body, mind, and spirit together as one vessel. Clearing any belief systems in the way of you just living the life you truly and look the way you want to look in an easy, effortless, loving way. Clearing any family DNA genetics, of course. Balancing your right and left hemispheres of the brain, which is good, because sometimes people are just a little bit off, and I'm really good in balancing the brain. And I just cleared everybody's upper chakras, so that's really what I specialize in as well. Clearing past lifetimes, if there's anything involved in this, up to your present moment of time. And activating your happy, healthy belief systems, okay? Because we all have we want to really align ourselves to our natural divine birthright, okay? So just being happy. So there's a lot there, and again, you might listen to these for a while until you start feeling energy moving. You might want to stay on an MP3 for a while, because your body's working with it, okay? So just kind of, I look at it, you have these MP3s for the rest of your life, so just work with them. You'll be amazed how you start feeling lighter and lighter as time goes on. Now, this is important a perfect night's sleep, okay? Okay, we do need to have sleep every day to regenerate our bodies. I know there's so many people out there who are not sleeping, especially now. For whatever time, this is, this earth right now is just going through a lot of change. And, a lot of people are just kind of having issues, whatever the case is going on in your life. So, dealing with things. So we're going to clear any anxiety. If you've got something going on with, some anxiety from whatever the case is going on in your life, clearing, or just from the world, really, right now. Are clearing the unconscious mind chatter, everybody. Clearing any depression. That could be ancestral, too, as well. Okay, so that's pretty deep there. Clearing out everybody's energy from your day, because I had a caller just now that I cleared before. She was picking up on her people from her work. So again, I don't know if you're working. Some people work in an environment where there's people. So sometimes we could be unconsciously picking up on their stuff. So this is a complete divine energy. I call it cleansing, everybody, and a complete energy detox. Okay, which is really cool, and it's going to rejuvenate and recalibrate your metabolism for your next day. So that's pretty cool. That's just number 6. There's quite a few of them here. So you got a lot here to this program. Number 5, or wait, is that number 4 or 5? No, I just mixed them up. I was actually number 5 before, so this is number 6. Sorry, I just mixed them up. Okay, so this is our next one, number 6. Energy system reboot, okay? Ground your personal power into your body. I just did that with mostly all the callers. I'm really good at doing that for people, and it is so essential right now to be grounded in our bodies right now. Clearing out any entities or low vibrational energies, and balancing your main 7 chakras of your body. We do have minor chakras. Those will be addressed also in the 7 main chakras, including your 8th chakra above your head and beyond. But we're just really mainly getting the body to be balanced, so I concentrate mainly on the 7 main chakras, okay? That's the reason why I say that. Cutting out cords from toxic relationships, just cutting cords off you. You got some energy that's connected to you. We're going to go ahead and cut those cords off. We're cutting the feeding tube off, which I did with one of the last callers. And just feeling a new you, feeling energized, okay? And re-energizing and aligning your complete energy system, okay? So that's a lot there. And I'm just kind of giving you the key points. So, and it's going to go deeper than that, okay? So let's go to 7. This is creating a perfect self-image, because a lot of us look in the mirror and say, we might not always have the best thoughts about ourselves. And again, as I mentioned, we can't, I like to clear the resistance so we don't have things persist, okay? That's just the way it is. So we're going to clear any negative belief systems in the way of you creating a perfect self-image. And I'm not saying that your body won't change, but we need to kind of create some neutrality here. Clearing out your old defeating stories, whatever keeps maybe rotating in your mind over and over and over, consciously or unconsciously, clearing out all traumas. Clearing past lifetimes to all negative self-images, which is huge, okay? Creating a positive connection, especially with the food you eat on a daily basis, because a lot of people, I don't know, it's just a lot of people sometimes have some, I call it just belief systems with that. So we're just going to cover that just in case. Creating a confident feeling in your body and being more accepting and loving with yourself, okay? Because a lot of people are not. So anyway, this is just kind of bringing more into neutrality, okay, which is really peaceful, even if things around you aren't going perfectly, but you can feel it more in your body, which is very important, especially this time of age we're living in, okay? So that's important. So let's go into number 8, which is upgrade your DNA. We're just talking about epigenetics, DNA cells, to a perfect new you. So we're going to upgrade your DNA to your perfect body image. Again, upgrading your cells, your stem cells, to really renew your youth frequencies. That's huge, okay, everybody? We're going to just set a new thermostat of new youth hormones for yourself, balancing your progesterone and testosterone levels, which is really important, especially if you have hormonal issues. Clearing your any family genetics, I call it, or cellular memory. Okay, so we're going to do that as well. We're going to clear any past lifetimes that might be contributing to unhealthy hormone or cellular function. That can happen. It can also happen from your DNA with your family. Okay, so that's part of it. And really full body overall, I call it a full body overall, to your optimal health and youthful body. So, a lot of times we just kind of think that we need to look a certain way at a certain age. So this is really going to kind of shift and change a few things that we can actually start being youthful regardless of what age and looking good. Okay, so we're just kind of changing some belief systems here for you guys. So you could live a more freer, happier life and look the way you want to. So this is cool. This is item 9, mini liposuction. Okay. So this isn't the procedure, but I've had a lot of good testimonials on this little MP3 here, and it's priceless. Okay, if you're getting it in item 9, item 9 of this program. So it's going to kind of do your liposuction. I call it energetic liposuction, okay? For your right, it's going to cover the arms, right and left arm, upper arms. It's going to liposuction your abdomen, your stomach. It's going to work on liposuctioning your thighs, your inner thighs, which is a big one. Liposuctioning your buttocks, your calves, everybody. Slimming you down to the new Slimmer You, tightening and toning. So that's a cool one, and I just loved it. I threw that one in there because I thought that was kind of exciting, okay? And it's an awesome one, too. So let's go to 10. It's just called New Sexy Happy You. So we're going to help your unconscious mind to kind of update yourself. Because, your body will change. Sometimes our mind just doesn't really catch up to where, we start seeing changes. Our mind's still living in the humdrum or low vibration that we were before. We just want to kind of upgrade ourselves so we can start feeling better as well on a mental level, okay? Bring in more happy endorphins to upscale your feelings to help you feel really good, okay, in your body. Bringing in more youth hormones, bringing in more youth stem cells, okay? Amping up your energy levels, everybody. And I call this probably a natural B12 energetic frequency elixir, okay? So that's pretty cool. So that's a lot there. That's number 10. But I do have a bonus that's like a $200 value you're getting free. It's called Facelift Eye Lift, okay? I do make some high frequency on that, okay? But you know what? It's powerful. So, again, it's not the procedure itself, but, hey, if you could do it, if you could do it naturally, why not? So you get it free. So that's just my little bonus of Facelift Eye Lift, okay? So I threw that in as just a thank you for purchasing type of thank you from me to you. And then I want to skip up to package A. Package B is the same as what I just explained. And then if anybody feels like they just want an extra power boost with me, because I am really, I really go in and start working. Okay, so I call it a 25-minute session to work with me. I have a very few sessions available, but if you're really feeling called that, hey, this girl, you really like my energy and you can see that I'm really making changes, especially with the mini sessions I'm doing with the callers, I can work on any issue that you have going on in your life that you really want changed. And that could be anywhere from weight to abundance issues, okay? I work on everything. Well, you can use your session towards anything, okay? It doesn't have to be just weight. It could be health. It could be weight, okay? So whatever it is, because if you don't have perfect health, everybody, that's major, okay? So I can work on anything you want. So, well, that said, I'm good. Thank you for letting me share, Loren.
Yes. Oh, what a generous package with those MP3 programs. Thank you so much, Dawn.
My pleasure.
Those are really cool. And so that for everyone, if you're not already there, you can find that on the special offer button that will get you there, all of those beautiful MP3 programs. And, okay, so the mini liposuction, you said that one's popular. That seems very fascinating. What do we relax them? Do we focus on certain areas? Is it the consciousness?
No. They can just follow. They could follow along with me because I will tell them to focus on certain areas of their body. It's one thing about my work, Loren. You know me by now. There's no fluff to me, right? I just go in and I just bring the frequency. So I'm talking these MP3s are a little over 10 minutes. Okay, so it's not like it's they're activations. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people could follow along. It's really simple, as I'm doing it. But, just put your earbuds on your headphones and just listen along. It's pretty simple.
Yes, pretty simple. We have a question coming in on your package. On the package, let's see. Is this what she does? Talk through it and release those sounds? Is that on all apps? Yes. So what we're hearing the sounds are going to go in the sounds are going to go in beyond when I'm speaking. So I want everybody to understand, just because I'm talking, there's sounds beyond my words that are going in working with you, okay? Sometimes my talking is kind of getting your mind out of the way, okay, if you know what I mean? Because our minds are the ones that block us, you know what I mean, from receiving. Yes, right. Mm-hmm.
So that's the way I work.
Okay. Yes, it's way outside the mind, and it's totally through the heart. Okay.
Exactly.
This is a question from Pippa. I would love some weight clearing as my weight is slowly creeping onto all areas of my body, especially the bust and the tummy area.
Well, she's going to definitely benefit if she does the program because the mini liposuction will also help there. And she said the bust and is she on the phone?
Pippa, if you are listening, Goddess, would you please our page and refresh the page and connect by web call. That connects your computer and you can raise your hand and she can work directly with you. All right, so that's over our chat. We can go to a caller. Let's do that. We're going to go to South San Francisco, area code 650. Hello, caller. You're unmuted. Tell us your name, please.
It's Kathy. Yay, I wanted to get picked.
Yay. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. Oh, my gosh, this is so great.
Well, thank you, Kathy, for being here.
I heard you before, I think, one time on Loren's show. And, the way you work is awesome. I've been working with trying to clear ancestral things and different karma, and I've worked on myself. And I was working on my body, and I dropped a lot of, I guess, emotional baggage and things. But a lot of other things came up, and so I been putting on weight, but I also have to be honest and say I'm sure it's a lot of sourdough bread and red wine for several months this year.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are kind of cooped up, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do. So I've gone up and down for a while, and I wanted to know if you were able to clear and see, like, if there was something other, major things still going on that you could help me work with, or what's going on.
Yeah, I'd like to just kind of clear some stagnation out of you right now. I can see a sluggishness in your tummy. So are you aware of that?
Well, yeah, actually, I've been really tired for a while.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's just, again, are you one that walks or is active or not really? I mean, everybody's got a different life circumstance, Not everybody is well to be exercising, you know what I mean?
Well, every morning when I get up, I have like a stretching and like physical therapy routine that I do. And I used to power walk like 5 days a week before I moved here. Well, before I moved here, which was towards the end of last year, and I just don't feel comfortable where I'm at and haven't found like a really great place where I feel safe to do my walking.
You don't want to do that to yourself, but it's a little frustrating because you really enjoyed that before,
Oh, well, yeah, it's just great.
Yeah, I get it. I was in your situation up until recently where I used to walk and then I stopped walking. I felt it, But I wasn't in a place where I could walk, so I get it. You know what I mean? It was kind of a little frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to get things moving for you right now with a little mini session because your metabolism is a little boost, and I want to cut these cords off you of people, kind of taking your energy, okay? You're probably aware of it.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to just call it disconnecting any feeding tubes that are unhealthy. Would you like to do that now so I can get your metabolism moving?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Okay, so Kathy, just imagine, my work's really simple. So I just want you to imagine, because this work is coming from the Divine Creator, just imagine the Divine Creator's light above your head, whatever your word is for that, Goddess Source. And I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of boost out some stagnated energy out of you and kind of clear off any cords, okay? Is that good, or attachments that are not serving you?
Yes, thank you. Okay,
that'll get things moving for you. Okay, good. And you can kind of feel my energy as well. So let's go ahead and do that now. Just imagine that to the best of your ability. Just imagine it leaving into the light to breathe a little easier, nothing forced. And let's go ahead and do that now. Let's begin. I'm going to make one loud sound, clearing the heavy energy off your head. Tell me if you feel it release with this sound. There it goes. Do you feel that?
No, but I've had a lot of work where I don't usually feel it.
Everybody's different, so just trust in the process.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, everybody's different. moving energy up your legs, out through the top of your head. Right now I'm going to cut this little energy off your stomach, kind of clearing off any stagnation in the belly. And if you don't feel, just know that you drink some extra water after the session right now because your energy still continues working on this, okay? And a lot of times I've worked with clients for 20 years and they just don't feel, but they do feel gradually different as the next like day or so comes up, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'm doing it now, disconnecting energy cords on you. Can you feel anything happening in your belly?
Good.
What'd you say?
A strange, little sensation.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, bubbling, gurgling. Some people just feel it. It's just everybody's different. Just let it go. Get some trapped emotions in your belly. Any trauma happened as a child?
I've had a lot of trauma as a child.
Well, I can see that. Well, I can see the trauma. I'm just going to release a little bit of trapped emotion, so hopefully you're okay with that. I'm only going to release what you're ready for, okay? Because it's kind of stagnating you. Is that okay?
Oh, absolutely, please.
I was just clearing your lower chakras and your liver. Okay, so let me just do that now. And that also pertains to weight gain. That's another thing. See, everybody's different. Not saying it's the root cause, but it's part of it. Releasing a lot of liver energy, a lot of anger. Bring your energy to your feet. Okay, Kathy. Again, I don't know how you feel, but just take a deep breath and see if you can feel any slight shifts or changes happening within your being, because I just cleared out a lot of heavy energy.
Yeah, I could feel something actually. When you said you were working on the liver, it wasn't actually where the liver was, but a little bit over, kind of like under my diaphragm, kind of on the center side. So, but I
was working a lot of the area in your stomach too. So I was working especially around the lower chakras, first and second chakra, third. So I cleared those too. So I rotated those in the right direction. So I got your chakras spinning. So that's going to be a lot of energy coming up. So some people can feel emotion, because you've had a little bit of trapped emotion. So if you feel it later, just don't get caught in it. Just love yourself. Drink some water. Just let it release. Okay? Because it's just ready to be released.
Oh. Absolutely, thank you. No, I've been ready and trying to do different.
Yeah, well, I can see that. So I got things at least moving for you, and I grounded your energy as well, which was important, and cleared the heavy energy at your head, and cleared the cord, the energy that was connected to you, the cords.
Oh, awesome! Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're so nice. My pleasure, Kathy. Well, thanks for calling in. I do appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you.
Have a nice holiday season. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
Much love and light. You too.
Okay, bye.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Kathy. So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This has been really uplifting. Dawn, it's like people feel energized, I think. And that's interesting because you've worked with a lot of the metabolism. And when we're talking about this time in a global pandemic, I've heard the term the COVID-20, right? Or the COVID-19, and it's actually 19 pounds. So it feels like, in our body, we can feel energized to move our body and to get and move around. Do you feel that with the clients that you see? Is there a fear that's keeping people inside, or are people being able to get energized and go move around?
Well, it's a 50-50 thing. My job is to kind of get people out of try to get them out of their mind and out of the fear, okay? Because what I try to do is get people up to their highest vibration of who they are, which is aligned to their soul, which there is no fear. And actually, if you can resonate at your highest vibration, I can tell you a lot of this that's happening, that the fear that's been created, wherever it's coming from, I don't really all agree that it's, I think a lot of it's just caused from the world. We don't have to get caught into the I call it the morphic field that I cleared on everybody's head, but it's also a field of keeping people stuck in the low vibration of scarcity and fear. And that's one thing I do is I like to get people out of that reality, because it's not serving you. And if you can really raise your vibration and be who you are, you can change everybody else around you. So it's almost like healing yourself and healing the planet, because you're radiating at your highest vibration and who you truly be. You know what I mean?
See, just listening to you say that, you have shifted us on an energetic level. Yes, absolutely. Very empowering. Okay, so, know that we don't want to keep you, but we have time, everyone, for one more with our beautiful Dawn Crystal. This time we're going to Washington, D.C., area code 202. Caller, you're unmuted. Hello, what's your name, please?
Hi, this is Deanna.
Hi, Deanna. Do you have a question for Dawn?
Yes, I do. It was similar to the write-in with the woman Pippa. I've noticed that I've been gaining weight, like my legs and everything are great, but around my stomach area and around my chest, especially my chest area, it's just a lot of weight gain there. But I've lost weight, but it seems like the weight is really showing up around those areas.
Yeah. Hi, Deanna. Well, I'm Dawn. I'm actually already looking in your energy. Do I have permission to take a peek?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, so Deanna, you're on the spiritual fast track. You know that, right? I don't know if you've been doing your spiritual work for a while, but it's like a lot of people are kind of speeding up right now, and there's a lot of old stuff coming up in you, your soul is telling me. So I don't know if early on you had trauma?
Yes, a lot.
Right, exactly. So a lot of it's kind of coming up now, which to you it's kind of like, I call it sludge. Okay? I can move some sludge out for you. Sludge. I mean, I've had it too, okay? And I mean, I've had to clear a lot of sludge on myself because, it depends on our circumstance. You had a lot of trauma. So what it is your soul, your higher self is trying to just start clearing out all this old stuff so you can raise your vibration. So, we're right around the corner to a new year. So do you want me to just kind of help do a little boost for you to get some of this out?
Please.
It's just old energy. So try to be loving with yourself, even though it's not comfortable, but it's releasing. Okay. At least you're doing it on your own. Okay. Some people can't even do that, Okay. So,
great.
have you've done energy work before, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to do a little mini session here, boosting this out. So I want you to imagine Divine Creator above your head. Does that make sense? Just imagine what you just, all your areas. You said it was your chest pretty much where you're holding energy. Is that true, or?
Yeah, it's mainly in my chest, but my stomach area, my belly, it was flattened out, but now it's starting to get bigger again, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, it is. I get it. I've been there. I hear ya. I get it. So let's go ahead and do some help for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and move it out. So just breathe and release and surrender it all to the Divine Creator. Everything that's not your highest good is now releasing. Let's go ahead and do some sound. Let's let this heavy energy leave with this high pitched sound, clearing the COVID morphic field on you. Did you feel that? Just kind of cleared off a heavy layer. Did you feel something kind of shift off your head?
I do.
Yeah, just let it go. Going to the heart. You have a lot of heavy heart, my dear. Sadness. I'm doing a little clearing there right now. If you feel some sadness, come up, feel it, and just don't let it release with love. Can you feel something around your heart chakra?
Oh yeah, my whole chest and head is buzzing.
Well, I'm clearing up some heart walls, okay? Some heavy heart walls you got, just letting them release. Don't hold back if there's emotion, but you might not feel it now. It might come later. Just know that it's healing for you, okay? Because I think a lot of years you spent in your life you didn't feel, right?
Yeah, it was
well, that's
tough.
why it's time to feel. We're just the universe, God, your soul is just all trying to open you up to receive and love and give love. Let's release a little bit more. Starting to get a little bit lighter now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, feel that? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to bring your energy to your feet right now as well. You need to be grounded. Okay, so take a deep breath. How are you feeling now? Because there's a lot of energy releasing.
Yeah, a lot lighter, and even my chest feels it feels lighter, like it was a little tight, but it feels loosened up now.
Well, it's going to continue loosening up for the rest of today, especially. So just drink extra water, because I was able to give the frequencies your body needs to release it quicker than it would have been releasing it on its own anyway. I'm just letting you know. I have an ability where I can move things along. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you
So
so
I got
much.
things moving. I can hear it in your voice. Your voice is sounding much lighter than what you were when we get on the phone.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. It was troubling. I was like, why is it on my chest of all places? So I didn't know.
Well, you got the heaviness of just a lot of sadness. I just lifted off a whole bunch of sadness off your heart. So that's what you needed. But it's okay. I was glad you're here. No coincidence that we're working together. So thanks for being here and let me share some of my gifts with you.
Thank you. It was awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that too. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dana, because you, girlfriend, were the surrogate for Pippa and everyone else who resonated with that. Wasn't that
wonderful?
Cool? That was so
I love
cool.
it. I love it. No coincidence for sure.
And this I just am always amazed when I watch you work with people, Dawn, because you're actually, to simply put it, it's a return to self-love.
Yes, exactly.
Really.
Yes.
And you show the power of self-love, and I just want to thank you for that. It's so beautiful what you do. You are amazing.
Well, I just have a gift, and I share it, and I'm very humbled. So thank you, Lauren, for that. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Send you a big mahalo and aloha.
Oh, yeah.
And
just
have a beautiful afternoon and a beautiful day in return for what you've gifted all of us today. Thank you so much for that, Dawn.
Oh, my pleasure. And I want to say a happy holiday season to everybody as well coming up. So, enjoy. Be merry, have a good time, get ready for this, new year, new start, new us. How about that?
Yeah.
New vibration, higher vibration, everybody. So that's what I'm going to leave us with just much love and aloha.
Thank you, everybody. All right, have a beautiful day.